Hello and welcome to another Wraggys Beers, Wines and Spirits review. So put the camera angle down, so right angle. Tonight reviewing from Two Roads Brewing, and this is their Area 2 Experimental Brewing. It's called Brett Noir, and it's an ale brewed with Pinot Noir grapes and Brett Brooks, whatever that is. Good evening, Phil. And I will read the back because, oh, thank God, my magnifying glass. Hey, Jesus, my eyes. I need a magnifying glass. This beer's label may be mostly black and white, but its flavour is vivid colour. Brett Noir is fermented with Pinot Noir grapes and Brett B yeast and then aged in 9 months in red wine barrels. Sourced from a venerated Napa Valley vintner. Try saying that 3 times. The result is of this blockbuster is a complex thriller with funky fruit and matured grape notes. Going to be an interesting one. You were smashed after the Impies last night. Good evening. Bless you. Yeah, I'm trying not to get too battered these days. For one, I just get one bollocking after another, so it don't help. So, got this from Low Cost Beer. Not sure if it's still on the site now. I presume it is. And we'll see what it looks like. So, amberish looking pour, Whitehead. Your missus wants to chuffed. Thank God I'm not the only one who gets the bollockins. Yeah, I'd hate to be the only one. So this is from Two Roads Brewing Company out of Stratford, and that's, I'm sure it's CT, Connecticut. So yeah, put it there. There we go. And I thought it might be darker than that. It looks good in that glass. Got to be honest. Oh, all good today. Hey. You can smooth things over. I mean, let's be fair. None of us are perfect in life, and people, you have to have a bit of tolerance for some of that at times. So, on the nose, oh, I'm getting partisan vibes from this. Good evening. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the partisan vibes. It's a wine beer. Pinot Noir grapes, aged in wine barrels. The Americans do like that. So now last year when I first had this sort of beer last year, it was like, whoa, what the hell's that? But it'll be interesting now because your taste buds evolve, and it's like with sours. The first time you have a sour, it's like, oh, and then after a few sours, you get used to it, and you same with wheat beers and even wines. So this will be interesting. So definitely getting wine vibes on the nose. Good evening. Woodford's with a litre of rum added, 20% ABV. Bishop's Finger, fair play there. Irish 6% craft IPA called Baltic from Own Bargains. Oh, I've not seen that one. Is it worth the earache? Well, I'm taking 2 bottles of, well, not Bailey's, but the Audi version of Bailey's up the house. Because I'm doing 2 reviews from the house because I'm too blooming cold down here. So, it's if you get drunk on them. If you drink them and don't get drunk, it's fair play. You know, what can they say? But if you get drunk, then it's not so good. Right, so the ABV on this is 7%, so it's got a nice ABV, to be fair. Get that out of the way, I can't see myself talking. Right, here we go. It's funny how your taste buds evolve. This time last year, I would have been cringing over this, but now I can appreciate it. It's a bit of a combination of wine and beer mixed together, sort of thing. And oh, what's this thing with barrel aging in wine barrels? It's a curious thing. And then obviously made with Pinot Noir grapes. And it's like a hybrid. It's like a beer wine hybrid. 7%. I mean, it looks. It's from Two Roads Brewing Company, based in Connecticut. I got it from Low Cost Beer. So yeah, it's different, but quite palatable, quite easy to drink. Yeah, it's funny how you taste these styles. You get used to styles. I suppose it's like anything, you know. The first time you drink a white wine, a red wine, and all that, tastes like vinegar. You know, it's like someone's yawping. Wow, our year changes. This time last year, I'd have drank this and I'd have been cringing, and I wouldn't have liked it in any way, shape, or form. But now I can appreciate it. It tastes okay to me. I mean, I drink wine anyway, so wine's not an issue with me. Um, but it's like a bit like a wine, a tarty wine sour in some ways, but in beer form, different. Yes, I'm going to keep doing them. Just to get back into the swing of things, you know, keep doing the lives, try and do them at a daily time, somewhere about around about 6 o'clock. Well, I won't be doing 3 and 4 like I did earlier this year because I got too much bollocking. No, no, I've got it here ready to be drank, to be fair. I was going to review it the other day. I might even live review that tomorrow. And then I changed my mind and drank a 12%. Overtone or vocation? What's the vocation? I want to do the Kirsch again, I do. But I also want to do the Imperial Banoffee Pie. So I've got to say, that's tasting really well. What a day today. So, did 2 gardens, went to the third garden, rang the bell, and they've got one of these things with, you know, these camera things that you get on bells these days. I think they're called a ring or something along them lines. Rung it twice, nobody in. And I thought, well, they can see them on camera because it flicks to their phones. So left a message on WhatsApp, and I got sarky messages later in the day saying that we were in the back garden. Why didn't you try the gate? And I'm thinking, because you don't answer your fucking door. Pardon my French. Then we text a bus into town, and there's a gas leak in the middle of Nottingham, and the streets closed off, the big shopping centre closed off, and the crowds. Wow, you would not think COVID was still in any way, shape around. It was rammed, absolutely rammed to the bits. Nottingham city centre. Bloody hell, I hate going in town. I can see why online shops are doing so well these days, and out of town shops, because oh dear, oh dear, don't want to go in again unless I'm boozing. And I don't really care then if I'm boozing. So really enjoying this. Wow, what a difference! And it was this time last year when I was having the low cost beer advent calendar. Sadly, no advent calendar from them this unless they're going to do it very late, but I doubt it now. It's a bit late. Yeah, people. Oh dear. Yeah, I tell you what, you would not have been impressed by Nottingham city centre. It was just rammed to the hilt, and it's scruffy. It's a real scruffy city centre. Litter everywhere, and I don't know. Went through my old workplace of 20 years. I went to get some dahlia seeds and went through there, and oh my god, I didn't do a video because if I'd have done the video, there'd been a lot of swearing. Beer 52 calendar. Fair play, fair play. Let's hope it's decent. I suppose with these calendars, it's getting a good mix of beers. What I don't want is two of the same in the calendar because that would just pee me off. And but you would hope that bit hit and miss. That's why I went for the Thornbridge one this time. I wanted something. Thornbridge was only, it was 70 quid. I got it for 63 because I saw it. It was my first time buying from them. Although I'd do it again and sign up for a different email address. just to trigger the 10% off again. But their advent calendar hopefully is going to be really interesting. And hopefully not too many bog standard beers, you know, there's always going to be fillers. You're never going to get top, you're not going to get box stickers. So you're going to get a lot of the sessionable stuff mixed in with maybe 2 or 3 decent beers, hopefully anyway. And the same with the Adventure Beer Advent Calendar, that too. I'm looking forward to that. And again, I'm hoping there's a few big hitters amongst them. I think there'll be a lot of sessionable stuff again. I'm hoping the Thornbridge is decent. Yeah, I mean, I've never had it before. And I think you get a pair of socks as well. So Thornbridge socks, job's good. And they can hang with my other merch. I'm hoping it's going to be decent. Thornbridge Selby. I've reviewed that before. It was all right. It was okay. Thornbridge do a lot of beers you don't see in supermarkets, so that's interesting for me. So it's a nice looking hazy pour, and this wine element. Proper grapey wine, sour, not in your face sour, but it's a different dimension to a beer. And aging it in them barrels, I must admit, if I could buy some barrels of whiskey, you know, with hopefully a bit left in the bottom, and then age a beer in a whiskey barrel, that'd be something. It'd be worth buying a couple of Imperial Stout kits, brewing them, putting them in the barrel and leaving it for 8 months or 9 months. God, you'd have some beer. Oh, the cheating way to do it is to do to brew a beer and then, you know, put a drop of a litre of whiskey or something in it, or bourbon. I think after Christmas. Yeah, I think after Christmas I'll do a brew. I want to do Love Brewing's Imperial again, their Russian stout. It was bloody amazing. And again, I may do a whiskey, some sort of whiskey, a litre of whiskey into the kit, just for something different. But you know, keep it to myself, not hand it out. Although I'm trying to be good, I'm not drinking overly too much. Trying to, never works out that way. So as these barrel aged wine sour things go, ale brewed with Pinot Noir grapes and Brett Books. It's not bad. It won't be my go-to beer. It wouldn't. Not a go-to style, certainly, but it's interesting. It's definitely one for the taste buds, one to try, and you know, if you see that sort of thing. Yeah, not too bad at all. So, I'm going to watch some Christmas films tonight. Nightmare Before Christmas, that's the one I'm hoping to watch. Try not to fall asleep. I've got this bad habit of falling asleep in films. You get comfortable on the settee with the fleece around you, and you just nod. And luckily, I've got pain in my leg, so that's keeping me well awake at the moment. So, but that's my plan for tonight. Get some food on, and then watch film. There's some amazing Christmas films. Scrooge is good. It is. It is a good film. I mean, Elf. I don't think any Christmas film is as good as Elf. The bit where he calls the little one, the little fella, um, South Pole Elf. That was flipping amazing. That was um, so funny. But I do like the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol. I do like the Polar Express. I think that's a fantastic film. But again, fall asleep, nod off halfway through, then wake up at the end, and I'm like, oh God, what did I miss? And yeah, usually when I've had too much to drink. Mm, yeah, it's a good film. We've got both. Well, we've got Disney, Netflix, and Amazon streaming services. So there should be something on one of them. I don't know why we've got three. I'm not sure why we've even got bloody Amazon, but they come in handy, I suppose. Better than watching normal TV. I think they should scrap the chuffing TV license and let you choose what channels you want to watch and buy and pay for yourself. Get rid of it. BBC needs to advertise. You can always skip advertisements when you record anyway. So, gotta say, I was a bit concerned that I might not like this. And like I say, this Pinot Noir, it sounds interesting, and it's delivered an interesting beer for me. It smells like a wine on the nose. That Pinot Noir really comes through, and aged in wine barrels. It's a very different beer. A beer wine hybrid. I'll have to try that one day. Get like a Barola and a stout and mix them together. Probably turn out shit. Yeah, we won't go down that road. Yeah, don't want to waste my money. I ain't got a lot of money to waste as it is. So, so yeah, amber pour. Definitely wine on nose on this. The taste. There's a little hint of tart and sour, but very easy going. What? And then just at the end, you get that blast. Very different. So, got it from Low Cost Beer. 7% from Two Roads Brewing. Very different. Very different. It's going to be, I reckon it's definitely an acquired taste. If you like your sours, then this should be one of those. New Game of Thrones. I never watched Game of Thrones, I didn't. Watched one episode, there was that much carnage and people getting their heads chopped off for sod this. And I never watched any after. Although I actually love Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I love Lord of the Rings. So you think I'd like that sort of program, but nah. So yeah, quite enjoyable. for me, a very different style. Not a style this time last year that I would have appreciated, but now quite liked it. At 5 for me. I got 4.2 out of 5. I appreciate the style. Would I want to drink it again? No, no, it's not on my list of beers I'd want to drink again. Good evening, Thomas. And a Pinot Noir barrel aged wine thingamaflob. Did I? God, I can't. Do you know that beer festival? I can't remember some of it. I can't. There's a point in the night that I just can't remember what happened. I only remember because I did a load of bloody beer reviews, pissed out my face doing beer reviews in the middle of the beer festival. And this is from a person who's quite bloody shy at that sort of thing. I mean, I can talk on a camera because I'm in my house, but yeah, it's funny how our beer gives you a bit of courage. It is. So that's it for this beer review. Got to run up the house, go and chill out on the settee, rest my leg. Bloody leg. It was a good festival. It was a shame for Liam Musco because he kind of backdoored it quite early, and he missed out on the rest of the night. But he did have some big beers, and if you're not used to drinking big beers, you can get wiped out quickly. Somehow I lasted up till about 11:30 at night because we didn't get home till 12. So yeah, steaming, absolutely steaming. Right, that's it for this beer review. Back tomorrow with another live beer review. Not sure, probably about 6 o'clock. We're all putting up the Christmas decorations tomorrow, so busy day doing Christmas decks. But yeah, back again tomorrow at 6. And yeah, Liam, I think he got steaming. Yeah, first beer of the day was a 12% Imperial, and although it was down here, and we were drinking Imperials here and a pint of the Wraggys Golden, and yeah, I think it got to him. Fair play, probably would have done me wrong. And same to you. Have a good evening, everyone. See you tomorrow. Cheers. Oh, good evening, mate. That's the beer. Right, got to run. I will get off my arse and actually schedule beer reviews in so that people can see it. I'll have to start using StreamYard again. Can't stand StreamYard, but it's handy for certain things. Cheers.